at the Ice Mountain Maintenance Shop where we inspect our chains and check them out. So let's head in here. We got Blue Train in here right now. I'm Derek Vassov, head of maintenance, and I kind of wanted to go over how we go over some of this stuff in the morning. So first thing we do is we're going to bust out our little Jolt app. So I go on here and I pull up Jolts, and let's see, lists, Blue Train check 1. So this is going to be my little guide on essentially what I'm checking in the morning. It's going to do everything from, is this in the track or on in the shop in the morning? So you will, oh, that's got to be wiped off. Basically follow this thing down. So first things first, we're checking, basically starting with the side plates and wheels. It'll ask us to check on every single cotter pin, so we'll get a visual on those, working our way down, checking and making sure we see every single one. And then we'll flip down to the other side, and I'll check those on my way back. And then I go down over here, here. And once sorry, I know there's a lot of things.
It's fine.
Once I keep working my way down and I've seen everything, then I can check it. Then I can check it off the list. And what that does is it also creates a timestamp with my name, the date, and what time I did it at. So if you're on your phone and you're different than me, it's gonna put your name down there and what time you did it. So that way I can go back later and make sure that nobody's pencil whipping or doing something like that. And then as you work your way down, you know, we got to check every wheel. So that's visual, and you're testing the wheel. So I'm going to make sure I can spin these. If not, it's probably because it's pinched there. So now I'm going to spin it, make sure I like it, make sure I don't see too much play. That one might be getting to where I'm going to take it out. That's better. I'm feeling every single one of these. If I jam this in here, I can get that done so I can start spinning this main wheel. So every morning you're checking your torque stripes, your wheels. If you see something that doesn't like play, it better be in the notes. And that's what we put in the notes. I'll come up here and probably swap this out before we run it today. And it probably won't get ran today. But anyways, that's the general gist of doing that. You're gonna keep working your way down. They're not all check marks. It may ask you if something needs adjusting, and then you've got to tell it yes. We label these so like, this would be side plate BR1 because it's the first one, right side, and it's Blue Train. So you can do that with our wheels too. If I call Henry and I say, hey, side wheel BR8 needs to be replaced, and I've got to go do something else. So he can go BR8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This must be my bad one. You know what I mean? And it's just, we do that with logs too. So everything's numbered, what side it's on, and then it's just universal so we don't ever have any mix-ups or something like that. You know, some of these rides are a little older, so the bodies need some loving. We have a company we hire out to buff these out and do all of our fiberglass repairs for us because we're not necessarily the best at fiberglassing, so we hire that out. Looks like they probably need to be rebuffed and cleaned off. So that's something we do too. So we're not just inspecting, we clean these in the morning and wipe them down, you know? So it's just a little bit of everything.
So I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Is that a trailer hitch from a truck?
That's a trailer hitch from a truck. Yep, that's the way this ride was put together when we got it, and that's the way we continue to do it. As with a lot of stuff on these rides, you don't change anything unless you've got an engineer on your side that told you how to do that. If you go and make a decision on your own, like, oh, I don't like these hitches, I'm gonna build my own hitch, and that were ever to fail or something, you're on your own. You know, so we don't make decisions without an engineer or some other person of expertise that tells us that. But even so, there's a lot of red tape. So we will probably contact our ride inspector, talk to him about it, then call our engineer, and then we'll have a powwow as a group. And so all three groups agree on what that procedure is. So that can be as simple as a repair out on the track or something to the cars. Maybe we don't like the lid mechanisms anymore. So you're gonna talk to them about it and also look at your standards too. Make sure whatever you're doing applies to that, you know, that code and that you're actually doing it to code because they're there for a reason. Yeah.
Awesome. And then would you be able to go through like the different parts of the train?
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
kind of how you have like your brake fin and everything?
Yeah, so here we've got what we call these guys under here. This is our carriage. And from our carriage, you have a main cylinder that the main bearing sits on. And then you connect through spindles, which are these guys here poking through. And you attach your side plate to it. We've got thrust bearings, thrust washers in here. You got your side wheels, your up stops, and your main road wheels. You got your anti-rollbacks. This is the anti-rollback side. This is the side that'll grab the chain over here. Okay. And you've got your brake fin here with some slack in there, so it goes through the brake easily rather than hitting. You've got your dog boxes, what we call them, brake fin holders. You've got your safety bars, and you've got your shocks for absorption. These need to be cleaned up a little bit. But yeah, so the main thing now is once we do inspection, we'll actually have to spend a little time cleaning them down. And we do that every day. You know, you got your hitches here, you got your safety cables, stuff like that. You know, your little things to open the lids. And the lids, you got safety bars, seats inside. A little bit of everything. We got to let this train get into the station, then we can access where we need to go to. And then I'll have to communicate with the ride operators that I'll be crossing. Basically, rule of thumb is stand where the operators can see you at all times.
Makes sense.
And then when you're crossing, tell them you're crossing. You know, that's the thing to teach the new guys too. They'll just be like standing around the corner where the operators saw you go back there, but they don't know where you are now. So we're constantly communicating with them. Hey, I'm going under the lift to do something, or I'm going to be walking behind here, so that at all times they just know where you're at. And so I'm just going to stand here till that gets in the station, let them know I'm going over, and then that way there's just no, the train's not even running. You know, it's just in the station and we don't have to worry about anything. Okay. Ice Mountain, just so you know, I'm crossing the track with this gentleman here, but we will be out of the way.
Thank you for letting us know.
Yep, watch your step.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna cross over here real simply. Okay, good.
Yep.
So, this is kind of our, sorry about the tools, but this is kind of our bread and butter here. This is the thing I was talking about, that essentially anything that happens, we would know it. If something's not on, you can even watch the train go by. That's it leaving the station. So every time that flickers, that's that proximity sensor seeing a side plate. These are our air pressure guys. So basically, if anything needs stops, we just come down here first and see what the computer's telling us, you know? This used to be a lot different of a situation. I can show you Jim's work. He's pretty good at what he does. So this is our PLC, our computer that's running everything. And you know, got schematics that tell us what goes to everywhere, all that sort of fun stuff.
No, that's
And
super
here
cool.
too, if we ever wanted to, this is where we can log in and access certain stuff. But all this that is in here is now out here. So that way, and this even has even more stuff that it can tell us than that. So this is all just kind of, in a way, working off of relays. And if something's not getting power, like the pressure, we know that's not off. So yeah, this is our handyman Jim, his work. So you got all the right power going, you know, really this does a lot of the work for us.
Yeah.
and it's nice, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay, we're crossing back. We'll be out of the way from now, okay? All right, thank you. So this is our turnstile too. This is where we take the trains off and on. Generally during the season, we're only using one side of it, but as you can see, the whole thing swivels over. There's our little limit switch to make sure it's actually closed, you know. But this biggest pain in the butt with something like this is when it gets too hot, the track expands, you know, and that makes it not fun sometimes, but.
All in all, how many sensors do you think this ride has?
This ride? See, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 12 Prox sensors, 2 photo eyes, and a limit switch is about what's out there. And then again, air pressure sensors, all that sort of extra stuff like that.
Sweet.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to leave a like and comment below and consider subscribing. I intend on uploading more content as time goes on and as Katie and I experience more parks and coasters. You can also find daily uploads on our Instagram page at Coaster Mania. Soon we'll be opening an Etsy page where you'll be able to buy prints and more of some of your favorite coaster photography of ours. Thanks for watching the video, and ride on, Coaster Maniacs!